And now on BTR Plus, the Q5 with Carl Andrews.
Okay, welcome everybody to another edition of the Q5 and none other than my special guest. It's the UPW Heavyweight Champion, Dirty Dick Riley. He's a little beaten up as he's just been through his match with Eddie Ryan, which he came out victorious.
I did, yeah.
To the show.
Thanks, man.
So, let's go. Question one. Where did it all begin for you as a pro wrestler?
Where did it all begin? I mean, if I'm being honest, I mean, no one really likes to say it, but backyard wrestling. When I was about, I think, 14, so me and my mate used to watch all the WCW cruiserweights.
Oh,
we
right, yeah.
learned that and mattresses and stuff, and then as we got older, my mates kind of gave up because they thought it was a little bit childish, and then I carried on.
Yeah.
And then joined the DWA Wrestling School. Joined there, and then Joel Redmond taught me. And then the rest is history. Just got on the scene, and you know, I was quite lucky to have him as a contact, and he got me everywhere.
Right,
so he got me in here.
He's had a hell of a career himself, isn't it? So,
exactly.
yeah, oh, fantastic.
He was the one that put me forward to here, so the reason I work here is for him.
So, who inspires you to be the pro wrestler that you are today? Dirty Dick Riley. Rick Rude, who has just been put into the Hall of Fame.
You know, actually, before that, I think he was one of the people that were a bit not undervalued. Is undervalued the right word?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't looked at as a massive star, but to me, he was huge.
Yeah.
Big influence. Him, Shawn Michaels' style. So when he came out, he was so ahead of everybody else. The storytelling ability. And yeah, now it's generous.
Oh, I watch all wrestling.
I'm a massive fan for the cruiserweights.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's my
So,
favourite.
actually, quickly then, what do you think on the cruiserweights these days then?
On the 205?
Yeah. I
actually enjoy it. I think the only bad side is just when it's filmed, the crowd are a bit dead.
Yeah.
Which I kind of feel for them, but it's what it is, isn't it? But I enjoy the content anyway.
Yeah. So, what do you think your plans are for the future, other than winning the UPW Heavyweight title, because it's already won it, so...
I guess to branch out more.
Yeah.
Branch out more places.
Oh, you've not recently. You've just won the DWA Heavyweight Championship, haven't you?
Yeah, that's it. And I had some cracking matches in Chaos as well. So hopefully, I'm just going to keep going at that and maybe pick up some bigger companies afterwards as well.
Fantastic. Right, here's the one that I get every time. Justin couldn't answer it, so let's see if you can. Dream match, anyone, anywhere, for anybody. I love it. I love
That's
it.
hard. That is really hard. Do you know what? It's one of those things. I'd love to wrestle Chris Benoit, but
it doesn't matter, it can be past, present, it's just your dream.
Because it's quality, and then there's Kurt Angle as well. I'd love to wrestle Mankind. You know when he did when he was in the brown.
Yeah, before when he first started.
Yeah, his matches then were just so gritty and that's the kind of thing. I'd love to wrestle in WCW on those old nitros. And they have those big cruiser tags.
Fantastic.
For me, that'd be pretty awesome.
So, last question. What do you think the biggest highlight of your career is so far?
Yeah, I can even answer that.
It's another tough one.
Yeah,
definitely. You've had a lot, haven't you? You've had a lot.
Yeah, there's been
especially in the last few months.
Yeah, lots of big matches, lots of matches that I've been really happy with, and I couldn't pick a moment.
I'll tell you a moment that I enjoyed, and that was the TLC match that you had it was for DWA, I believe, and that was their last one of the year. I watched that on Facebook, and I tell you what, I loved it. Yeah. For the fact that, and how it all ended, oh my god, it was fantastic. I thought that was a great match.
I actually hurt my ankle again then.
It did, I was going to say, you did look like you hurt yourself that night.
The sunset ball off the ladder, and he landed just flat on that foot. I think it was even this foot, so I think just, yeah. We got a bad charm there or something. He keeps hitting it.
Well, there we go. So there is the Q5 with Dirty Dick Riley. So I have been your host, Carl Andrews. This has been Dirty Dick Riley, your UPW champion. Thank you very much.
Join us after the break for another episode of the Q5.
TXN Digital, a sound and music production brought to you by BTR Entertainment. Producing artists like the T.S. Andrews Experience with hit songs from the album These Days, such as Come On Baby, Rock and Roll Boy, and the new single Gratitude, BTR News Theme. TXN offer custom jingles and theme tracks like Perennial Winner, Smash, and Power. We also offer commentary by the voice Carl Andrews.
And here comes one ball! And just cleans house!
It's Baker! It's 3-0! And voiceover work by T.S. Andrews.
Water! It's a new revolutionary formula! Smash Pro Wrestling presents Go Big or Go Home. Bread Lift. Innovation in lifting.
TXN Digital. Hear the difference.
Step into the ring like a champion with Kenway Customs, where your wrestling gear isn't just clothing, it's your armor. Crafted for the fighters who demand style and performance, Kenway Custom delivers custom wrestling attire that fits like a second skin and looks like $1,000,000. Whether you're throwing down in the ring or standing tall in the spotlight, our gear moves with you, breathes with you, and takes your game to the next level. Custom designs, premium materials, and durability, built to last through every slam, every suplex, and every victory. Ready to be legendary? Get your custom wrestling attire today, only at Kenway Customs. Gear up, stand out, and win big.
Chatcom. Two-way radio solutions for your business. Improve safety and security. Instant secure communication. Transform logistics. Flexible and scalable. Reliable communication anytime, anywhere. Check out chatcom.com for more information.
My dear victims, to a night most dreadful. On this cursed street, the air is thick with whispers and the shadows. Oh, how they hunger. Step closer if you dare, for when the clock strikes, your screams shall waltz with the darkness. This is Queen Street's nightmare, and it's only just begun. October 25th, Smash Pro Wrestling presents A Nightmare on Queen Street at the Rudimont Hotel Exeter. Doors open at 4 p.m. Show starts at 5 p.m. Tickets £20 front row, £16 general admission. Scan the QR code to purchase tickets online.
So welcome everybody to another edition of the Q5 with none other than my special guest, it's Harlan Provide.
Nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you. You are my first international star on my Q5, so this is a huge Q5 right here.
I almost cuss. Can I cuss on this thing? Yeah. I almost did. I'm sorry. Being children watching this, I might say a bad word. Please forgive me.
All right,
It
cool.
happens.
Let's go with question one then.
Question one.
Where did it all begin for you as a pro wrestler?
As a pro wrestler.
Yeah.
Okay, so I attended the Ring of Honor Wrestling Academy
Oh, wow.
in October of 2008.
under the head trainer at that time, Delirious.
Oh, right, yeah.
But we had always like a steady influx, like whenever the school's located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So whenever they had they have shows there often in Philadelphia, New York,
Yeah.
Delaware, that region. So we'd always have people come in doing seminars like Cole Cabana, Nigel McGuinness, Daniel Bryan, Austin Aries, right? Like all of the top guys at that time, right?
Names go up, don't they?
Exactly, yeah. Chris Hero,
Yeah.
Claudio Castagnoli. Just all the guys that I looked up to was like, man, like if I could ever have a match half as good as these guys are putting on, like I would, I'd be proud. But yeah, I was lucky and I was fortunate to grow up in that environment and to learn. And they were always giving advice. They were always there to lend a helping hand.
Yeah.
If your confidence was lacking, if you're, whatever the case may be, they're always there for you. So they, it was at that time the Ring of Our Locker Room was just more of like a family than
Yeah.
a business. It was really nice, a nice environment to learn and cut your teeth in, because they also, if you suck, they tell you suck. And it's a good thing to have. Sometimes it's good.
Sometimes it's the best way as
For
well.
sure,
You want an honest opinion, don't you?
For sure, and they would give it to you. Sometimes brutally honest, but that's what it takes to get better.
That's the way it is sometimes. So, question 2. Who inspired you to be the pro wrestler that you are today?
Do you mean like my style, or like who just inspired
Well,
me?
your style, your character, just the way that you are in the ring, maybe.
Okay, so there's a lot. So when I was a kid, and still my favorite wrestler is Sting. Like, always the face paint, always the colors. Like, I was just like, Sting can never do any wrong, and he hasn't done any wrong. So Sting, my style isn't patterned after Sting or anything, but just like, I was just like, man, when I was a kid, he just, he captures your imagination. Like any Ultimate Warrior.
He was the guy that wanted to get in the ring.
Exactly.
This guy, yeah.
And I remember one time telling my grandma that I was going to be a pro wrestler because the Four Horsemen were beating up Sting and nobody came to help him. So
you wanted to be that guy to help him.
I was like, I got to be a pro wrestler so I could help Sting, because Ric Flair has just turned on him 4 or 5 times. He never learns. They're always beating him up, 4-on-1. So I was like, I got to be a pro wrestler so I can help Sting. And that offer is still on the table with Sting. So if the Four Horsemen jump you anytime soon, I got your back.
You never know. You never know in wrestling.
Just give me time.
You really do.
Just give me time to paint my face, because in my childhood fantasy, I also had my face painted. So just give me a little notice, Sting, please, and Flair, before you beat him up. Just give me a little notice, please.
That's awesome right there. So, future plans. What do you think the future holds for you
Okay.
from now on?
The thing about pro wrestling is nothing's for sure.
No.
The pro wrestling landscape, especially now, is just changing so much. I took a gamble on myself by coming here. You know what I mean? Like, I had the security and the places that I worked in America that, were happy to have me and would always give me work. But it's just, if you stay in one place for too long, you kind of get stagnant. So I chose to, come over here for an extended period of time and just learn, get in the ring with new guys, learn some of the British style, step in the ring with guys like James Mason, who have been around since the World of Sport days and could just, I've always I never wanted to be the best wrestler. Like, that's not, because the best is so subjective. Like, who I think's the best and who you think's the best and who you think's the best, we all probably got varying opinions.
Oh, definitely.
Because it's not, you can't judge it.
No.
Like, it's just your opinion. But you can judge how well-rounded somebody is. So I've always just wanted to be the most well-rounded professional wrestler I could be. Like, when I trained in Japan, I've wrestled in China, I've wrestled in, like, so many different countries that you pick up a little bit each. Like, I wrestled in China that hasn't seen live pro wrestling in a very long time. So, like, you learn there. You learn, like, what do people understand? What, like, to the untrained eye, what does, because wrestling fans now have seen it all.
Yeah.
These people have seen nothing.
I think it was brilliant that
So-
not long ago we saw you turn up on, what was it, Matt Hardy's Total Non-Stop Deletion or something like that, and you were in the Apocalypto Tag Team match, and I couldn't believe it.
Just like I said, man, you gotta.
You never know what happens.
That's why that's a very hard question to answer about what's next. If you would have asked me 3 months before I did Tag Team Apocalypto if I was going to be doing it, I would have said absolutely not. But the opportunity arose. So,
It's okay.
as long as it's pro wrestling related, I don't mind. If it was WWE, fine. If it was, the smallest company in the world, fine. I just want to wrestle.
Well, coming here, we are at the minute, we are going up
It's
and
booming,
up
yeah,
and
yeah.
up and up, and UK wrestling is becoming such a huge thing right now.
No, I 100% agree. And like, I saw that Money Train leaving. I said, don't leave without me. So, here I am on the UK scene. Yeah, it's good and it's booming and like tonight, sold out.
Oh, yeah.
Like every show I do is just like sold out. I've had, this is my 5th show this week. all of them have been sold out. And tomorrow we're going to be...
I was going to say, we got another one tomorrow as well, the big league.
So it's just, first of all, I wouldn't be wrestling 6 times in a week in America.
No.
Also, those houses wouldn't be sold out.
Right.
So like, that's why I'm here. Like, people have asked me, like tonight, a lot of people, like fans and other wrestlers, were like, what made you come here? Why are you here? That's the answer.
It's a new scene.
Yeah.
New scene in wrestling. So,
I'm surprised. I'm honestly surprised more people haven't taken advantage of it. I'm surprised more Americans haven't came over. I mean, they come over
we've
from
had
time to time.
we've had a few that's come over, and then a lot of them have gone back now as well, because now they've kind of hit more of a mainstream in their character, and now they're being called back into America.
Yep.
So, there we go. Anyway, question 4: dream match. Anybody,
Oh man.
anywhere, for anybody. It's a real tricky one. I love getting this one. because
So,
it really stumps.
so you know, since let's go back on one of the questions earlier. Me and Sting, faces painted, all the whole thing, versus Ric Flair and Arn Anderson. It's Starrcade.
That's Starrcade. Look at that. Now that is a nice one right there.
I'm from the
Love
South,
it.
man. I'm from
I
the
love
South.
that.
I grew up on WCW.
Yeah.
Starrcade was way bigger than WrestleMania to me.
Yeah.
Like, WrestleMania was cool, but when Starrcade came,
It was always something different.
yeah. And my dream was never to wrestle for WWE. My dream was to wrestle for WCW. Obviously, I'll never get that chance.
No, unfortunately.
But when I was a kid, I was like, I'm gonna be a pro wrestler, and I'm gonna wrestle for WCW because it's awesome. But I don't have that opportunity now.
Sting. So, dream match, Sting. Wonderful. So, the biggest highlight of your career so far. Final question.
Man.
And you've had some historical moments.
Yeah, and I'm not like, I don't have any kind of ego. Like I have done some really cool things, but it's hard. Like you because the thing about goals is like you reach one goal and you're like, okay, but now I want to do this, and now I want to do this, now I want to do this. Like we were the longest reigning, like my brother and I, we were the longest reigning Dragon Gate USA tag team champions. That was impressive. We had the most successful title defenses in the title's history. That was cool. Anything I can show my brother, that's awesome. Like wrestling in the Hammerstein Ballroom, wrestling in the ECW arena, just like wrestling in Korakuen Hall, wrestling in, just all these things like you do, and you're like, okay, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? What's the next thing? So it's hard to pick the best one or the biggest highlight. One thing that was cool is we had a show for Ring of Honor, and we wrestled in the Greensboro Coliseum, which is where I always went as a kid.
Yeah.
Like my grandma would always take me and my brother to watch wrestling in Greensboro Coliseum all the time. And then that was kind of cool, like as a personal highlight, not as a career highlight, but as a personal highlight.
Yeah.
I would say probably wrestling for Ring of Honor in the Greensboro Coliseum, because it's just where I always went and always saw these larger than life characters. And then I was like, man, I'm wrestling in the Greensboro Coliseum. It's just, life comes full circle sometimes. So
That's it. That's your dream that's come true
man.
there as a child.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like you don't have to make $1 million in wrestling for your dreams to come true, and for you. I'm a happy person, and I'm happy with everything that we've accomplished so far. So.
Well, my dreams come true right now by just interviewing you guys. Do you know what I mean? So that's my dream there that's come true right there.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much for having me. I have been your host, Carl Andrews. This has been Harlem Fun, and I shall see you on the Q5 next time.